So I think that was around a 6 minute rest period. So during that rest period, I in the pots. I also brewed my tea, so that's had 6 minutes to brew. But these guys in the gym, and I just stood around for, hours when they could be at home doing the washing, doing, whatever. So unless you're like super obsessed, you might as well just do it at home. So I think that was another around about 6 minute rest period. During that time, the pots away. Well, put one side of the pots away. Just got that side to do. Had a bit of my tea as well. Got a bit of a cold today, so need some English breakfast tea. So yep, next set. So usually what I try and do is aim for 3 sets to failure with pretty much no rest period, and then 6 sets to failure with like a 5 minute rest period. Sometimes I do 3 sets to failure or 10 sets to failure, but I don't really count them, to be honest, because I just try and aim for 6, because I don't want to be like, right, I'm on my 5th, I'm on my whatever. It just takes up space in my mind that I won't be thinking about other things. Finish my tea off, put the other side of the pots away, and now to the next set. I think I might do some stretching today. I'll have to take these jeans off though. One thing I always try and do as well when I do press ups is, instead of putting the chin to the floor, I always put my forehead to the floor. For some reason it just makes me feel stronger, because this way I feel like I'm trying to counteract my weight or transfer my weight. If I do this, I feel like I'm doing it the difficult way. Because there's more. If you go from here to the floor, then there's less distance to go. But if you go from your forehead, I feel like there's more distance. So I just hoovered around the house a little bit. I'm not too sure how long that rest period was. And I'm not too sure which set this is, but you know, I know it's around set number 6 or 5, and it was around a 6-minute rest period, or 5 minutes, or 4 minutes. Nice easy squat stretch. Shoulders are still warm, so, well, arms are still warm, body's still warm, shoulders, joints, everything. Because it was only 6 minutes ago when I was doing the press-ups, so I can move straight on to pretty much whatever I want. Take the 8s, and then let's do the flies. So, during that last 6 minutes, I won't do this on every video because obviously it'll just be the same stuff, but organise the washing that's dry, so the next 6 minutes I'll just put it all in the cupboards. So a bit of a shorter rest period there. I forgot to do 3 sets to failure without having pretty much any rest period, which is not a problem. I can do that, but I just want to do these. I call them supersets. I don't know if that's the right word, but don't really matter, does it? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seconds. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should only do 2 really, but really more. Ooh. So what that does is keep the joint nice and warm, but also it really gets to the core of the joint. The sets with the long rest periods, they build muscle, whereas the sets with the short rest periods, they protect the joints. Contrary to what everybody thinks. Do light weights. So another thing I forgot to do was the stretching, but it doesn't really matter because I'm doing a 2-hour workout, or an hour and 50 minutes. So I have plenty of time, to catch up. If you're doing a 45-minute workout, you're just rushing everything. You just add that extra hour, then you can always, go back and correct. So a little bit short of a rest period again. Might as well stay here now. So, not really that hungry. But after this workout, after about half an hour, I know I'm going to be hungry. So, what I might do is stick the oven on, put some food in there, or I might prep and get everything ready to have a toaster. So, yeah, just that's another thing ticked off. So then I can just, when I go to work, I'm not stopping, for something to eat. I'm already, it is better to wait maybe about half an hour after your workout, or maybe an hour, or as long as you can. That's what the science shows, that's what the studies show. But also there's a lot of studies showing things like 30 grams of protein like directly after a workout is good for you. So I don't personally think it's about any of that stuff. I think it's about doing both. So yeah, it is about that stuff, but it's more about variety. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Like I say, if you're super obsessed, then that's up to you. You can get a six pack and all that, and a lot of people want that, and you know, I want that personally, but I'm not willing to make the sacrifice. So yeah, I'm just gonna prep everything now. Cut the cheese. I think I'm gonna have a toaster. Cut the cheese, cut the ham. Get the toasty machine ready. Oh no, I've got no bread. I have got bread, but it's out of date. So yeah, I'm gonna probably stick the oven on and have like meat and potato pie or something. So, a minute ago I said I'm not willing to make that sacrifice. Well, I think I am willing to make that sacrifice, but I know variety is the key. So, you know, you look at these people that live to like 120, not that I'm like, you know, super bothered about living to be 120, but, you know, they're pain free, they just pass out and they die in their sleep. And then you look at these marathon runners and these super obsessed people, and, you know, they're in pain a lot of their life. So it's that bit. I seen my granddad, you know, suffer a lot. He done a lot of exercise, and not going to go into detail, but it was quite something that you know you shouldn't really see as a grandchild. And it was for years he was suffering, and I don't want to. That's just me now. That's just the way. Yeah, I could go down that same route, but I'm just. It's just, you know, your childhood. It shapes you a lot, and like I said, I could, but I'm not gonna. So where are we up to? Maybe I will. Maybe one day I'll change my mind, and I will. But at the moment, you know, I don't want my son or my grandson seeing me like that. It's not about me. People say, oh, you know, you lack discipline, you lack motivation. It's nothing to do with that. So that's what we're having. Steak pie, steak pie and a meat pie. Just so you know as well, from what I was saying a minute ago, you've got to understand that if you eat whatever you want, which I pretty much do most of the time. Sometimes I'll eat super healthy for a couple of months or whatever. But if you eat whatever you want most of the time and you don't exercise, all them things I was saying a minute ago about my the not dying peacefully and being kind of suffering a lot of your elderly years, that will happen. So, and I also think that will happen if you just eat healthy and don't exercise. So either way, you have to exercise. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm, contradicting myself a little bit here, but I think if you do eat super healthy and you do the right exercise, then that's probably the best option. But if you just like run all the time, you don't do any stretching, you don't do any resistance training, and you eat super healthy, and you're doing 10k a day, that is not going to be good for anybody, in my opinion. So I'm gonna end this recording here. I'm gonna do one more set and then I've got 10 minutes left. So I'm just wanna just go on my phone for 10 minutes before I have my food because I have stuff to do on my phone and I'm using it to record. So I hope you enjoyed the workout.